It's fun.
Hi, Debbie Jo.
Hey, I know that
There she
face
is.
Hey, Debbie, you're not moving.
because I'm not there yet.
Oh, wait a
Not
minute.
there yet.
Speaking of haircuts, that's a
There we
cute
are.
picture. I like your
There
picture.
she is.
We're talking about haircuts. We missed you.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure how to respond to that. Okay.
I just wish I lived close enough so I could talk all the time to all of you.
Yeah, well, we're not living close enough that we can talk all the time anyway. So, you know,
So why do you keep moving around?
me?
Yeah.
Where am I moving to?
I don't know.
Am I totally lost in this conversation?
Yes, or your mom is. I love the conversation. Joanna, I haven't seen Debbie for probably almost as long as I've seen you because I don't go anywhere. I don't see any of my friends.
You don't
So,
go anywhere either.
but I get to see her around here.
That's right. Yes, and this is so fun.
I keep
Grocery
thinking
store and home. That's about
should get
the
a
limit.
Debbie, let me show you this before Tara gets on
Okay.
because her and I are doing the creative sprint again. But
Oh,
this
awesome.
this is a card I'm making for Melanie.
I
Melanie
love
had
it.
It
Melanie
looks like a quilt.
well, it's the sprint was no, actually the one actually I'm going to use it for both because I'm doing it with my daughter and Tara, and I'm doing different ones.
Oh,
Oh,
how
So
fun.
Tara's was take something simple and make it look interesting, which I think I did.
Yeah.
And then the other one was take a small object and study it and be inspired. I'll show you my small object.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
hi, Lisa.
I don't think I've talked to you yet today, have I?
you haven't.
I'm used to seeing you every day. Yeah. Oh.
It's an antique. Melanie sent me this for Christmas. It's a little antique purse, but see the thing in the center?
Oh,
Look
look
at
at that.
Wow.
That is.
And
Is
it
that-
opens.
Is it metal?
Yeah, it's a real antique old
Oh.
little purse.
Uh-huh.
But the thing in the center is, I almost think it's a penny. And then they
Oh.
have individually glued those on there.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's
That
amazing.
is so cool.
And then it has a little note in it. It says, Jolynn, I love you, bestie Mel.
Love it.
So cute.
So I'm like, hey, that's something small and something simple, and I can make a card, so I can kill 3 birds with 1 stone.
You are a Wonder Woman.
Well, I'm like, okay, I'm doing 2 of these different things, and which is great.
Yeah.
But I'm also really busy this month working, and
Oh.
then Melanie had cataract surgery, and she's really having a hard time.
Ooh.
And she's having her next one next week, and so I'm like, I need to make her a card. I'm like, how can I combine all that?
This two together, yeah. I love it.
Great.
That is the one way that you can truly multitask. Otherwise, it's hard. But if you can combine all of those things into one, yeah, good job
Debbie, you're a pro.
at multitasking.
Yes.
Of having way too many balls up in the air, I am a pro. Yes.
I just text Amber because she's not here yet. She's supposed to be here at 11:30. I wonder if she's not.
And it's an hour and a half after that. Yeah.
That's where Tara is. She just said, are you on Zoom? She must have gone to the old one.
Oh.
I'll tell her.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how many other people might not get the new. Zoom changed everything for the new year. I can't make my own
Hey,
room anymore.
Sorry, guys. I have her on the phone.
Okay.
Let me mute myself so you can talk.
I was just saying that Zoom changed everything. So I reset these up for a whole year. So hopefully the new number will get us here. It got you guys here.
Yeah. It worked.
We don't have to keep putting it in. That should be it now, right?
It should, as long as you stay on the same number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Angela.
I'm so excited for the Propel this afternoon.
Yes, I'm excited too. That's going to be Well, we'll see how it is. There's not a big group of us either way, but I could not pick one time that would work for everybody.
Yeah,
So-
it's so hard.
Yeah, yeah. How are you? Welcome. Happy New Year, Angela.
Happy New Year.
Becky,
Yes. Oh, and there's Becky.
Becky.
Happy New Year.
thank
We're
you.
getting a whole-
Debbie,
The gang is here. Yay.
Yay.
Hi, Becky. Hello, 7 of us.
Is Tara going to be able to join us?
she said she didn't get the email, so I'm forwarding it to her right now.
I'm always confused as to which email of hers to use, and I usually send it to both of them, and I don't know what I did, but. So.
I know, I'm like, where's Tara? That's just weird.
Yeah, that's just weird that she's not on there yet.
She's usually
and-
one of the first ones.
And I don't even know where my, oh, here's my phone. If somebody had.
Okay, I
texted
sent
me.
it to her.
Okay, good. Let me just make sure nobody else is trying to get on here. No.
Well, or they might be in there waiting, or I don't know. I didn't ask her if she was actually in another meeting.
We'll ask her when she comes on and see if she was the only one there or if there's other people we
she
need to.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, we were quite worried about you, but what the question we were asking is, were you in another room and was there other people with you that we need to go rescue?
No, it just kept saying you had another meeting. It wouldn't even
Oh.
let me in. It said
Okay.
you had another meeting that was like, it wouldn't even let me in. Just
Oh,
said
interesting.
another meeting, open.
Is that you? Oh.
Hey, Tara.
Oh.
Hey,
Well,
Tara.
hey, I'm so glad to start the new year off with everybody here. Yay.
Hey, glad I made it. I'll have to make a note of that new
This is
number.
everybody, so you
Yes.
have 8.
Well, I think we got pretty much most of the regulars. Sabrina's not here.
She won't.
And
She won't.
yeah, she won't be here today. And who else are we missing? Peggy Green just sent me, but I don't know if anybody will join today. She said if they have anybody at her, she works for Karen Share. So if there's any people there that want to join us, can they do it? And I said, sure. So I don't know if that means today or just in the future. So we'll see. But.
So I wanted to share something before we get started, if that's okay.
Yeah, do.
This is a picture that my kid was doing. Just
Oh my
something he printed off the internet that has a whole bunch of the little designs that we're doing inside.
Wow.
That is so
I
cool.
love it. And did he draw that or just?
No, he printed it off the internet, but I was thinking that's stuff that we can do now because we know how to do all the little designs that are
Right.
inside.
Right.
I just thought that was cool.
So that's kind of what we're going to do this year, Angela. So that's awesome. Not
I
that
want to do
particular thing, but
an elephant.
well, we can do an elephant if you'd like to do an elephant. You guys can put your requests in.
I like
You
the
can print out anything you want to and do any doodles inside of it. That's all I
Yes.
did today.
Yes, that's perfect.
Or did you just go to Google and look what something to print out, or was there a special site you went to?
Yeah, you can Google, if you go to Google Images, and one of the filters is line art, I think. There's clip art and line art. And you
Right.
can find something that's already in black and white. But this one, I just went on my word processor and printed out a font. like
Yeah.
that. That's all I
Anything
did for
that's a
that.
shape that's got things to fill in. So that's exactly kind of what I thought we would do this year, because you guys all know all the basic stuff. And if there happens to be a new design, we'll talk about it first and then fill something in. So.
Cool.
Doesn't
good.
have to repeat designs for those of us who missed them.
Yeah, well, we'll probably do some of that too. And if you notice that today I sent you 2, I'm not going to say they're totally different designs, but I couldn't tell which one I liked better, so you got them both. So you can just you can decide which one you want to follow, or mix them both up, or make your own. Doesn't really matter. But the other thing is probably we will start doing 4-inch squares and putting our designs within those 4-inch squares. what I think that helps you contain things, and it puts a little bit of constriction on your creativity. And I think sometimes you do better when you have limits. And so I'm going to say all of the plans for right now, I might change my mind later, but will be in 4-inch squares. So you can either just cut a whole bunch of 4-inch squares out of cardstock. I think Becky did that before when we were doing colored stuff, didn't you? Yeah. Or draw 4-inch squares on your drawing paper or whatever you want to do, but that's probably, and they don't have to be exactly 4-inch. That just is a good measurement. It gives you enough space to draw in, but not enough to get too carried away. And a 4-inch square will usually fit on a card if you want to make it into a card shape. So
Makes it easier to fill in the dark spots too. You don't have
so much, yes. The black can get overwhelming sometimes if you have a big space, yeah. So let's get started. I will share my screen. And I'm going to see if I can draw a straight. I haven't done anything straight in here, so let's see if I can, oops.
I thought you were going to say I haven't done anything straight in years.
I haven't done what?
Anything straight in years.
Well, I probably haven't, really. And it is, ooh.
Look at
Are you
that.
guys seeing this? I'm not even drawing. Maybe we won't do this.
Why don't you do it with a pencil?
We're gonna undo that. I'm gonna go back to what I usually do, and it's just not gonna be straight. Okay, it'll be kind of straight.
Straight enough we can follow.
Straight enough you can tell, yes.
Is this
Oops, maybe.
Is this the 4-inch square?
Yeah, this is the 4-inch square. Okay. So one of the things that I like to do, now you guys can do it totally different, is as soon as somebody gives me boundaries, the first thing I want to do is break outside of them. So that's just me personally. I don't get contained really well, but this kind of gives you that kind of start. So if you remember, I'm going to draw off to the side here the design that we did that started with 4 circles. And then you drew your connecting line on the inside of those 4 circles. And then on the ends, we made a little cap where you went around the circles that way on each end. So it made a little cap. So that's the pattern we're going to do today. And you can see that one of these, I did the cap, and the other one I did it the other way. So right now I'm breaking my first rule, and you can do either one of them. You can do,
That makes it look 3D.
I'll do another one. What's that?
It makes it look 3D, like you're going to do a weave or something.
Yes, and this is basically the first steps of doing a weave. So I'm trying to figure out how I did this on that top one. It looks like it made sense when I did it, but I just went like this, apparently. So I went in instead of out on the ends. Maybe that's what I did. So this is basically the first pattern. Then what we did is we added 2 more circles to do that weave like you were talking about, Angela, because we used one side of what we already did and go back and do the other. And then you can put either the cap on the ends again like this, or the thing that I did like that. So that's the basic pattern we're going to do today, and I'll leave it there. But like I said, I wanted to break outside of there, so I started with my circles on the outside of the 4-inch square, which won't work very well if you've cut it out. You'll have to do another square inside of that. So I have 4 squares like this, and this is where I put the big welcome banner. Now I did welcome 21 or 2021. You can do anything. You can put happy birthday in here. You can put hope you get better. In, you know, I'm just kind of making a place that we can write stuff in. So you'll take these 4 circles, they're going to make our design. So you wrap around that circle and go down to this other one and wrap around it. And do just the opposite down here. You're going to wrap around the circle, go down to this one. And then you can either, I'll do one of each way on here so you can see, you guys can pick one or the other. You can go like this, or you can put a cap on the end like that. It just gives it a little bit different look, but it will work either way. And then this one, I really went on both of them. I really went off the sides. So I'm going to draw like in pencil off here. Here's another circle and here's another circle. And we're going to connect these, but we're not going to see the end circles. So we're going to make these side shapes by wrapping around this circle and going down. And I'm going to just kind of put dotted lines so you can follow what we're drawing, but you won't actually see the dotted part. So you go around this circle, you go down like you're going to connect to this circle here.
I'm confused, Debbie.
Okay. I'm going to do it again up on the top here. We're making these side circle, these side, what shall I call them? Banner shapes, maybe? We just made this middle one. Now we're
I just mean this very last part where you're drawing the lines. Are we not putting that line?
You're going to put this line to here on your square.
I gotcha.
You're not going to draw this dotted part out here. Or you can put it in pencil and erase it. It just gives you a place to aim for.
Are you doing the circles though?
Nope, I wouldn't even do the circles. I'd do those dotted too.
So we're just pretending like that's the end result. I gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. So up here, I'll do the circles dotted again. So the dotted, you're either not going to draw or you'll just put it in pencil. And so you start here, you're going to draw a curvy line, and then it's going to, like it's connecting there. Okay, so I'm going to erase those things on the outside because they might confuse you more, so that you can see what you actually should have left. Will just be the lines on your 4-inch square. Okay, I'll just undo that one. So then we're just going to echo on the inside of each one of these shapes. It kind of just gives you an outline or a border to put stuff in. So you're just gonna put this back in here and do one on the other side. My hand is not working so good today. Hand, cooperate. Boy, yours are going to look beautiful compared to this mess. And
no, not so much.
And then do the same on the 2 side ones. And remember, you're just drawing inside the square on this one, so you'll have So as soon as you get that, I'm going to suggest you do this in pencil. You want to space your words out, your letters out in whatever word you're going to do. And let's see, I think welcome. One of the things you need to think about when you're doing letters is they're not all the same size. A W is much wider than an I, for instance. And so you have to work with the different sizes. Halfway on my welcome was about the back end of the C is about halfway. So I'm going to suggest you just take a pencil and you pencil in your letters and just get them spaced kind of out first. So I'm going to just do a welcome. And I just made block letters. Everybody familiar with block letters that are, you just kind of, I'll go over that when it gets time, because you can just do it like this to start with in pencil. And if you want, while you've got your pencil, you could do the same thing on the background. I made it 2021, so I put it makes some really exaggerated shapes to fit them into here. Either my hand or this drawing thing is not working very good today.
Let's say it's a drawing thing.
We'll say it's the drawing thing. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. That's just weird that I draw and it goes in weird places. Okay. Wow, this drawing on here is a little crazy. Okay, what I'm just gonna show you, if you didn't understand what I meant by block letters, it's just when you do like a W and I don't know exactly, you make them with a fatter line like that, and your E is like, it makes them look like they're a little more designed than just writing on there. So go back in, and you can with a pencil if it makes you feel more comfortable. You could do your block letters with a pencil first and then just ink over the top of them. Lettering is a little bit hard if you're trying to squish it into something without drawing it in with a pencil to start with. I'm gonna try. And I used the lines that we had drawn as the top and bottom lines on here. You can or you can put them, you can do however you want with it if you want to. And your M and your W, you can use to, you can make them wider or narrow or whatever you need to do to fill the space. And it'll look all right if you do that. We have a new cat, and Tara, her name is Callie.
You're kidding.
No, I'm like, where did this name come from? But it's Mike Corcoran's cat. He can't keep her anymore, so we inherited her.
I have a little bed on it. Kelly won't sleep in it.
Well, she's got a bed that she sleeps in here, so but she's right over my shoulder right now. Trying to get used to us, and we're trying to get used to her and the dog and the kids. It's
Goodness.
exciting.
How's Mike doing?
He's doing really well now that he is in Las Vegas, where he can breathe. The altitude made such a difference with him.
You know Vicky Wangenstein?
Yes.
Her and her husband got it, and he ended up having a heart attack, and he had a little stroke, and he's still in rehab. And that was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, he's having to learn how to read, talk, and walk and everything. It hit him from COVID.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad stuff sometimes when it gets
It just
certain
affects
people.
differently, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, cool.
So, okay, so the only thing I did with these letters is I did dash dot on the left-hand side of the letters. So, and not, when I tried to do it all the way around, it was too much. So I just went on the left-hand side. So dash dot. And so on the left-hand side of every shape, so this part of the W gets a dash and a dot. This part gets a dash and a dot, and this part gets a dash and a dot. On the E, it's just this one side. And it just dresses it up a little bit to make it look fancier than block letters left there. And on the O, you've got the left side of the outside and this left side in the middle right there. And then you can block in your numbers too down here. And you can see on the two things that I sent you, one of them I filled it in completely black. And the other one, I just thickened the lines around it. When they were completely black, it almost was too dark for me. But depending on how all of your other stuff fits together, you want to have a balance between the light and dark and not have one overwhelm the other. And once you have all these in, you have the shapes, just like the elephant that Angela showed us. You've got whatever you want here to start filling in with. One of the things that I always am a little bit hesitant with is it's very easy to get way too many patterns going and lose things on something like this. So I try to keep big spaces of solid, either black or white in there somehow as you're doing this so it doesn't get too overwhelming. Just keep that in mind as you're doing things. And the other thing that I really like is I like putting a border around our square. So I'm just going to draw a narrow line, and when the banner goes over where the line is, just go behind it like this. If you want to do this, you don't have to do it. You can, and since I have such a square here, it's really, oh, whoops. And don't put it in places that is the banner. I've got so many lines going on this picture. You have to follow what I'm saying so you don't lose it, I guess.
I have.
What's that?
I think I've lost.
Yeah, I'm like, there is so much going on here. I'm going to really quickly fill in some of this black. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to format. I'm gonna go It will help if you need to, you might need to fill in some of the black outlines to help you see where you're at with everything. And you can see I put this black background up here. Should have been part of the banner. I realized after I did it. Oh, well, remember, no mistakes.
That's right. It's just a learning
Just
opportunity.
a learning opportunity.
Or a
My whole
creative
life is a
opportunity.
Creative, yes. Just how you want to look at it.
How are you going to make it work?
Right. So I'll put a little bit more in here and then I'll go back to this. So behind the 2020, I did a fill in of just spirals. So you just pick a place, and these are really simple. You pick a place and you just start drawing a spiral. And we did this on the background of one of the bell or the tree or something that we did for Christmas. And you can make the spiral as big as you want, and then just start another one. And you just fill in the background as if those spiral rings are getting bigger and they overlap the first one. So you just start wherever you're at and start just filling it in with the spirals. And what it does is when you get so many spirals in there, it almost neutralizes it. It becomes like white noise. White noise, if you have so much of the same noise going all the time, pretty soon you don't hear it anymore. So it makes like a cool background pattern. And just fill in between them with how you would envision spirals if you have to have just part of it, the lines that.
Hello? Hey. Okay, I just was wondering. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.
Amber must be okay. That's good.
Yes, she was supposed to be here at 12:30 or, yeah, 12:30. So I thought it had happened to her. But she's fine. She's just coming late.
I'm glad to hear that.
Me too. She knows we're kind of easy to adjust. If I close my eyes, I can see spiral.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, good point. You can. No. You know, this is kind of like hypnotizing somebody, you know, that spiral on TV that just goes and goes and goes. Your eyes are getting sleepier.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
Remember they had that spiral thing going on the Twilight Zone?
yeah, yeah.
Some of the designs make me think of those 3D pictures from the 90s where if you stared at it long enough, stuff starts to appear out.
I
jump
can
out at you.
never do that. Could you do that, Angela?
On some I could. I wasn't very good at it.
I was horrible at it. I don't know why.
I can't see him either.
If you
It all
don't,
comes out in the peripheral. You stare so
Right.
deep into it, it's in the peripheral.
Oh, okay. I want to be in control way too much. I don't think I can even let my eyes go that much. It's kind of like hypnotizing me. It would be really hard to hypnotize me, no matter how hard I tried to relax.
me
It
too.
just wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I tried that once to lose weight. They couldn't hypnotize me. It's just like, girl, relax. And I'm like, I am. And they're like, I don't want to be hypnotized. And I'm like, well, I guess not.
Debbie, remember Bill Traeger?
Yes.
He made a tape for me to hypnotize him so he could quit smoking.
Did it work?
No,
Oh. Okay.
I
That's
think
funny.
we're all stubborn women.
I think so, yes. Oh, hold on a second. This is the hospital. I don't know why. Hello? He's not here right now. Do you want me to have him call you back? Okay. Okay, I will let him know. How late are you guys open? Okay. Would be better. Okay, okay. I'll let him know. Thank you. Bye-bye. Just need to test Lynn's blood Coumadin levels, whatever, so. But when it comes up with hospital, that always concerns me. What?
How is he doing?
Knee surgery. How's he doing?
He's doing fine. The knee has been harder than his shoulder was, but I think that's mostly because he can't drive. It's his right leg, and I won't let him drive because he can't move it from the gas pedal to the brake very fast. I'm like, no, not safe. But yeah, he's doing fine. We had a couple of days that were really rough at the beginning. We ended up in the ER for a whole afternoon while they tried to get his oxygen done, but he's doing good now.
Oh, good.
Okay. Depending on how much background you have in this picture that I drew, I don't have very much background. Depending on if you want to put anything back there, remember about the big white spaces and big black spaces. If it's little like mine, I sure wouldn't fill it in with anything. If you have bigger spaces, you probably want to fill it in with something pretty simple. So this is the background that I put on the second one that I did. I just made very simple grid. And I just put little diamond shapes at the corners where they met so that it gave it a little bit of weight. And
Where are
that's
you going?
in the background part, like right here, I put an X on here. If you have enough room, I don't have enough room on mine to demonstrate.
Keep spiral.
The spirals are just on the banner part behind the 2021. It would be the background where your banners are in front of. And you might be like me and just filled it in too much to have any background, but if you did it smaller and you want to put something in the background, you can do something just really simple like this.
Joanne, or you could be like me and I've just been not paying attention and just, I put the spirals and everything.
You just,
I do good at
or
that.
you can do like that too, yeah, yep.
It's not gonna look as good though.
Well, it'll probably
It
look
might
fine.
surprise you, it might look better.
Might look better, yeah, yeah.
There you go. We'll say it's gonna look better.
Better. Well, it's going to be your own. That's the thing about all of this is even when I drew these, I mean, yeah, I didn't know what they were going to turn out like. And so they're always going to be your creation as you go, because you're now learning enough of what you can put together to actually make some stuff. The other thing that I did, it looks like in both of them, is I filled in this outline area. Now, if you want to do that, you can, or if you think it's going to be too much, you don't need to, but I'm just going to show you the two patterns that I used to fill in this outline area. So the first one is really simple. It's two, I guess you could call them like hot dog. Well, that's got to be fatter than that. Two hot dogs or long ovals that are laying horizontal, and then two that are vertical, then two that are horizontal, and two that are vertical. And I filled in black around the background of them. So that filling in black made it stand out more, the border stand out, because now we have a big amount of black. And when you put those shapes in there, they will again kind of turn into white noise. You won't really see the shapes, but it will make a border. It's kind of like, you know, I don't know if any of you guys grew up, the way I grew up is you weren't supposed to mix patterns in your clothes.
Right.
And you know, you can't have stripes and triangles or something like that. But if you do it right, you really can. Maybe
Well, and now that's the thing.
now
I
that's
mean,
the thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
just ask Whitney. She does
Well,
it all
yeah, Whitney knows how to do it, yeah, for sure.
right. And Sabrina.
Oh, Witterbugs, where is she? She's on, what? We're talking about you and your being able to get dressed with lots of patterns. It's just you, yeah. And now that you guys have been doing this a while, it's really fun to see how such simple things like two hot dogs laying sideways and two standing up and how that makes a really cool pattern, but it really is so easy when you break it down. There's nothing difficult about it. Okay, I'm going to show you the one other pattern that I did on here for a border. And it's similar. You're going to use these oval log shapes or cigar shapes or whatever, but you put one, start out with one at an angle, like a 45-degree angle, and fill in next to it so that this makes, let's see, I got to get this right, just a second. I'm not doing that. It goes at another angle, just a second. It's always, once you get it started, it's fine. I'm going to draw a line. It's like a tent shape, and you have all of these cigar shapes lining up to it. Now I'm going to erase that line, and you put in a cigar shape going this way, and you're going to fill that in so it comes out. So it's the shapes make this like a mountain peak kind of thing. So then you make a long cigar shape along the ends of those, and you just keep building this back and forth like that. So it might be easier to visualize it going this direction, and you fill in. So I've got a long one here, and you still have to do it the same way. Long one and fill in with short ones. The whole point is that they make an angle. And then you fill in all the little gaps that you have on that, and it makes it look darker too. So it makes a good border. And it looks like, and you don't have to do that, but it looks like I've, on both of mine, I filled in the background behind this welcome. So it made the letters stand out more. Just have to be careful with getting too much black in your picture. It can look dark really fast sometimes. But it does cause a contrast so things stand out.
I'm trying to decide what you use this for. Maybe designing wallpaper?
Wallpaper. There is a person who actually does wallpaper made out of this. I don't know if I could handle it in my house. It would probably be a little too busy, but maybe as a giant picture. I was thinking that this would make a nice Happy New Year's card, or
Happy birthday.
happy birthday card, or yeah, you can put whatever words you want in it. I've gotten, so you know, you gave me all those blank cards, Tara.
Yeah.
I'm using all of them because I just go in and draw a UnTangle on them, and they're unique to whatever.
I want it back now.
Yeah, you want them back now? Come get them. You gave me 4,000 of them.
Really? Did I really?
You go around.
I can't even remember what half the stuff I got rid of.
I know.
So funny.
Hmm.
Cool. I'm glad you're using them.
Yeah. This doesn't look near as crazy busy once I get some big black filling in there. It looks better. Is everybody done with what I've got going on up here if I stop sharing?
Yep.
We're good, okay. Are you guys ready to share yet?
No.
No. Give you another hour. Well, oh, I did start Tara. Were you able to get the Pinterest board that I sent you the invitation for? You're my guinea pig for everything. You didn't get anything?
Oh, well, I haven't been on Pinterest, but do you get it on?
I thought it sent it to your email.
No.
Because I tried to set up a Pinterest board. I thought this is where we can all go finish what we're doing. So we're not, you know, I like us showing where we've got to now, but most of these designs are going to be.
I got this one, but I didn't get anything about Pinterest.
Okay, I'll have to look at that. Because I would like to have a place where we can just put our finished, you know, because especially as we get more complicated, you're not going to have anything finished in an hour.
Right.
So I'd like to have a place where we can put our finished stuff up and see it. I'll have to try it again because
Yeah, send it to me again and I'll be looking for it.
okay. I keep trying. I'll find something that works one of these days,
Yeah,
but
that would be cool.
it would be fun.
Wonder if I never finish anything.
Well, then you probably, but you could put it up unfinished so we can just see what you're doing.
We have good imaginations.
Yeah, because you do some cool stuff. You usually do something
Totally different.
totally different. Yeah.
Totally off the grid.
But everybody that does something different gives you new ideas and new inspiration to try something that a little bit different. So let's take a minute before it gets too late and see what everybody's done so far, and I'll see if I can get us a Pinterest board or something that we can all get on and upload our pictures to. So, Mom, you're the first one on my right. Do you want to show us what you got?
I don't have anything finished, but,
Well, yeah.
and then I have to figure
Oh,
out
look.
where do I
Pull
put
it up.
To your left. There you go.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
nice, Mom.
Nice.
I think that's
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's gonna be pretty.
it will be. Be great.
We'll see.
Good job. How about you, Jolene?
It's what?
Mine's goofy,
Jolene.
but whatever. My numbers are like, look at my second two. It's crazy.
I
Well,
love
you know,
it.
it's hard to fit them in there. They look good though. I like
I
it.
love it.
And I like your spirals. Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
How about you, Becky?
Wow.
Ooh, very
I don't
nice.
know what direction it's supposed
It
to
kind of goes whichever way. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice job.
That's
Good.
awesome.
Cool. How about Angela?
So I didn't go with the mold.
You did that.
Oh,
Oh,
yay.
but I love it. That's good. Perfect. Perfect.
It's awesome.
Nice.
I like your one.
What's that?
I like the one.
The one. Yeah, she got that done. How about you, Lisa?
Well, I went rogue today.
Imagine that. We got a whole bunch of rogue people here.
Yeah, I need to refocus because it's been a lot this week, like after having all those days off. So
I
anyway,
know.
I'm working on a new project with like colored pens, but it to be continued. I'll show you at a later date.
Okay, okay. Or you can help me figure this Pinterest thing out and we can put it on Pinterest when it gets done.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to
Hey,
see you,
Sarah.
Lisa. Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Very nice. You got
Yeah.
yours pretty much done. Awesome job.
That's
kind of,
awesome.
I kind of combined both pictures you gave me with, you know,
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
sides in pencil.
Well, good job. Well, fun. I have the next 4 weeks all lined up. I feel like I'm ahead of the game. So
Yay.
I'm excited to keep doing these.
We are too.
So
We are.
good.
Thank you, Debbie.
We will see you all next Thursday at 1 o'clock. And everybody
Bye.
got the new number right and everything, so we're good.
I'm
Okay,
gonna write it down
Thank
on my,
you, everybody.
okay.
Bye,
you.
Joanne.
Bye-bye.
tell the
Bye.
girls bye.
I will do that.
Okay.